Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about how to create a 2D needle felted piece. You can see over here I've actually created a 3D little house for a fairy. It has little mushrooms on the side, and I've actually put silk flowers and needle felted them on. But what I'm creating here now is a playscape for the fairy house to put up and maybe out in front. And what I've started with is just a piece of felt, piece of white felt. This one is called a virgin felt, but you can use any felt. It's 100% wool. And what I've done is I've laid some of my fleece on in a playscape. First, I took a silk hanky, I opened it up, spread it out, and it has so many beautiful subtle colors, very natural looking, and I've laid that on here. I've also done some color blending with my carding tool, and I've taken that fleece and put it around the side. And in the center here you see a little blue patch. This is going to be like a little pond. And I'm going to fill this in also with green on this side. But once you lay your fleece on your fabric, you can start punching. And in this case, because I have such a large area, I am going to use a punching tool. And I have two choices here. I've got this one. As you see, the colors, the fleece is felting right into the fabric. I also have another tool here that has finer needles. This one, you can see the punches. It is a heavier needle, and it's good for preliminary work, to really get it in there. And this one is a finer needle. And when I go over the whole piece, it will help to blend in those punched holes so that you have a boiled felt look, a boiled wool look. And you just keep going. As you see, it's kind of sticking to my pad here. So I just pick it up and I move it over. And I start in another area. Now, you do have the option, if you really don't like it sticking to your pad, and in this case, it probably doesn't matter because it's just a little playmat. But if you have a garment and you don't want it sticking to the pad, you can use this brush pad. And as you punch, it does not felt into the brush pad. It's just much nicer. Anyway, I'm going to go on with this. And in a few minutes, you'll come back and you'll see it ready for embellishment. We have here our playmat that has just been covered with cover. And then the neat thing is, with all the different kind of fleeces, you have different textures going on here. This is where the silk was, and it's bumpy. Some places it's smooth, and over here where I did the blending of color with my carding, it has a little texture, which is fun. We can even add more interest to it. I'm going to take some interesting, called eyelash yarn, and kind of go around the lake here, and it will kind of look like grass. I'm just going right on the main strand, trying to keep the others free. Keeping my needle straight as I go, but I only go in about 1/4 of an inch to secure it. Now later on I'll probably go back and punch that in even further, but for now that's good because it's holding. Let's see how it looks like grass. And see how quickly that goes too. I have some punch. Your fibers are going to go towards the back side, and that's normal. And you want to see that actually because that means that you're really getting the wool fibers embedded into your base. Okay. Now I'm going to take, this is a wide, bulky yarn, which is very loosely spun. And what I've done here on the house, you can see I've taken that and made vines going up and down. Well, that's kind of what I want to do over here as well. I'm going to start. I'm actually going to start at one of the curly cues. I'm going to create a little vine because what I want to create over here is like a little flower patch. I just want to lay it down. There we go. Here's our vine. Now, what I've done is just unspun the yarn a little bit to create that little vine. And here you can see where I have the base of the main yarn. I'll take it off here to the side. Now, what I'm going to do is unspin some of these other yarns and go up a little bit. And I'm going to split them again. So it looks like it belongs. Another thing that's kind of good about this, you can kind of go along with the flow of the design. Here's this third one. I'm going to follow the main line for a minute. Just a little bit here. And I'm going to split it off. Have its own little curves. This is all free-flowing. I don't have any design here, but you certainly could draw your design first if you wanted to. I'm going to show you how to attach a flower. Okay. I'm going to take just a little piece. Staple clipping. It's kind of hard to pull off there. It's such a small piece. But what I'm going to do is just take it and I'm curling it into it, just folding it back on itself until I create a little ball. I'm going to put that ball right in the center of my flower. Right now I'm going to put this little flower right there. I'm going to punch down on the little ball. Right in the center. Now I'm going to punch until it's very well adhered. And around and around. What I'm actually doing is taking my needle and kind of picking up the fibers and then pushing them to the center to create this center part of the flower. Attach as many flowers as I like to create like a little flower garden in that area. Anyway, this gives you an idea. Another thing we can do is take the, create a little mushroom like this, maybe make a little patch of mushrooms, and put them on our playmat. But the point of the playmat is that, when it's playtime, You can see I took the Playmat and I kind of cut it. But put it in front of the house, and what it ends up doing is creating and extending a different play space. And that's the idea.